Good morning, good morning, good morning. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. Jay, what's up? Morning, gentlemen. Yuri, what's going on? Morning, good morning, good morning. Kamish. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Good morning, good morning. How we doing, gentlemen? Give you guys a second to filter in here. I know a lot of you guys are watching the video on the main channel. If you have not checked that out already, I tossed it in chat. Head over there, check that out. Come on back to the stream. Cool watch. What's up, Ryan? Morning. Morning, good morning. All right. Is it crazy? I want to take a long off rip. Is that a little wild? Above yesterday's initial balance low. Above point of control. Did point of control flip on? It did. Yeah. How we doing, gentlemen? Give you guys a sec to filter in here. Give you guys a chance to filter in here. I took a couple trades earlier on some evals. I am now switched over to, so you won't be able to see the trade lines. Basically neutral on the day on those. Break even. I am on the Tradeify funded account. So switched over. Nice. Very nice, Ajay. Yeah, I missed, I was looking for a crazy 200 pointer. Missed it by one tick. Or 1 point, rather. And then it ran straight to, let's see, where was I trying to get short? It's in Discord. I was trying to get short, like... Oh, I tried to get short right here. I was, I had my entry at 50. Whiffed the short here, looking for 200 points. Ran right on down. It's doing the thing. I agree. It's doing the thing. How we doing, gentlemen? How we trading? How's, interesting morning. FOMC day. FOMC today. So, big day. Lots of news. Lots of fun stuff. Yeah. That long's looking nice. See if I can't bid it. How we doing? Red day today, just slow rinse, dump, and repeat. Maybe. Hypothesis on afternoon news days is to fade the extreme. Didn't even realize it's FOMC, okay? Shutting it down then. Yeah, check out, go to Financial Juice, make sure you are, figure out timing and stuff. It's 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. And then 30 minutes later is the press conference with, the new Fed chair, Kevin Warsh. His second? I think it's his second. How we doing, gentlemen? How we doing? All right. These longs are tempting, man. I need to wake up. Bidding 600 when the candle closes. I kind of agree. You got point of control. You got yesterday's initial balance. Point of control flipped on NQ as well, I think. Yep. That's what I'm looking at. If we get a close around like 25, I think maybe it wicks down. But a strong close like this, I don't know if we get back down to 600. 610 maybe on the 610 probably. You know what? We'll try it. We'll try it. I like the risk. Stop below previous candle bottom wick, bouncing off the standard deviation channel, slapping through. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. All right, well, we're gonna tighten that risk. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, okay? Boys, not intentional. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, well, we're so lucky. We are so lucky. I was trading. Holy shit. Okay. Wow. All right. Told you I needed to wake up. Okay, well, that woke me up. we were trading the Apex copy traded group earlier. I logged out, didn't realize I still had 25 micros on. 25 micros on. Holy shit. Well, I'm awake. Accidentally just traded 25 micros in the Lucid funded, or the Tradeify funded account. That's fun. Okay, well, happy mistake. Jamie, I guess bidding 600 was the move, but oh my gosh. I don't know about bidding it with 25 micros. That's gnarly. That's insane. Happy accident, I guess. Woo. And we kind of slapped, too. Like, we slapped 10 points. That's gnarly. 25 micros across 5 copy traded accounts. We're on the Tradeify funded account, and I just sent 25 micros on one funded account. Wow. Okay, that's one way. So 2.5 minis equivalent accident. Yeah, no, that was I mean, we could have made $2,000 out of that. That's 2.5 minis equivalent. That's nuts. Only 500 bucks. 500 bucks, marketed out at 10 points while I was absolutely in fear for my life there. That was gnarly. Jamie, that 600 bid though. We would have gotten 500 bucks on 20 if we were looking for 50 points with our regular sizing 5 micros. We would have been filled there. I mean, good trade regardless. What can I say? I'm a man of immense skill. Yeah, there we go. Well, happy accident, I guess. There's the trade in the Tradeify accounts. Has anybody else done that before? Thinking you're on like, or what's happened to me a ton is thinking I'm on micros, taking 5, and it's actually minis. That's nuts. That's one and done. I mean, you know, with a mistake like that, maybe 35 micros. Nuts. Did it with 50 micros? Oh my gosh. Immediately down $800. Yup. Well, I saw the P&L start flashing on screen, and we kind of slapped through that level. Thought it was 10 Apex accounts, didn't have the copy trader on, and it was 1. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this is a funded account too. That's rough. I saw it slap through this level of 600 a little bit and come down to like 96, and I saw down $340, and I was like, that's not right. We're down 4 points. And then yeah, I saw minus $500 at one point, so I just pulled the stop up and started trailing it. And then immediately flipped it green, and I was like, nope, mark it out, mark it out, mark it out. Which is funny because our target is typically $500. If we took this trade with 5 micros, we would have been risking 75, looking to get to 650. So we would have hit our take profit for $500 if it was an appropriately sized trade. Just so happens it was not. Happy accidents, I guess. I don't know. That's gnarly. That is gnarly. That is gnarly. Liquidity run of the prior 5-minute wick and rejecting. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, you can get in cheap, right? Well, you trade minis, but in terms of like micros, you can get in cheap up here, risking, you know, you can offer like 40. Stop above the highs. Back on down. Jamie, dude, you're like the... You're the oracle today, dude. What's going on? Best mistake ever? SUV, I don't know. I nearly had like having like heart palpitations after that. We're feeling a little wild. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Accidentally up $500 in the first 5 minutes of the day on the Tradeify funded account. Welcome in. Jamie, dude, you're like the... Oh, did you not did you not get an offer? Or did you get the offer? Are you in? Because you called it. You called the 600 bid. You called the liquidity sweep. Ah. Took off without you. Yeah. Maybe I gotta trade 25 micros more often. Type a 1 in chat if you think I should full port my funded accounts. And a 2 if that's a stupid idea. Curious. 25 minis? I mean, hey. SUV. Logic, thank you for being the sane person. I appreciate you. To everyone putting 2s, just know I appreciate you. Looking out for me. Jamie deleting every message. Okay. Okay. You know what? What is the... I'm surprised I can even trade 25 micros on the 50K. I guess it's only 2.5 contracts, so it's probably something like 40 micros. Jamie's on one today. Apparently I'm on one today. I'm having like... My blood pressure's at like... I don't know blood pressure numbers, but... Every time I hear the, like... If I get my blood pressure taken or something, you know, they're like, oh, it's... And they throw out 2 numbers. This is going to be completely off. I might be dead with these numbers, but they're like, oh yeah, 98 over 143. I'm like, oh. I hope I'm not dying. 85 short if we break 70. Did you just get smoked? Jamie, did you just get smoked? I saw 85 short if we break 70. I looked, we broke 70 and we were back at 85 and then we were at 95. Oh. Like a close... Oh, wait, let me look at NQ. Meant again. Okay, I thought... I saw the break of 70. I thought 70 broke. I thought you got in, immediately got smoked for 15 points, and I was like, oof. I see. There's the break of 70. 85, risking like what, that local high, like 95, 10 points. The Oracle. Yeah, let's see if he can call every move. I'm curious. We're 2 for 2 so far. 2 50-pointers, really. So far, you're 100 points in the money. Oh my gosh. Okay. Stop. Stop. Don't do it. Although, I guess, would you have taken it for 10 points? Gotta go buy some lip pillows, BRB. Very nice. Jamie, it's doing the thing, man. Oh. 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 Sweep of 70. Short 85. It's doing the thing so far. Oh. Oh. No, it's not. Well, 2 for 3. Hey, 2 for 3 is pretty good. Oh, what a start to FOMC, huh? 64. No way. Oh, okay. I was like this guy, dude. I mean, if we fail to continue down here to the lows, I could see us kind of mean reverting back up. We're only down 1.5, like 1.1 on the day. I mean, still feels gross being below yesterday's move lower. Right, like strong recovery yesterday, strong recovery in the overnight. Now we're back down here in hell. Interesting. Yeah, 640 still on the table. I'm just concerned if we don't break this, right? Like, do we just pump back up into VWAP and value area high? Like, I mean, quite interesting. I mean, I don't know if you guys keep up with like any of the FOMC news or any of that stuff, but like Citadel, I think the Fed Watch Tool's pricing in a 30% chance at a surprise hike. Citadel positioning for a rate hike. So they are fully expecting and published news to investors expecting a rate hike, which is kind of crazy. So we might be in for a surprise later. Who knows? You know? But I think that might be why we're seeing so much indecision and craziness down here. I mean, the daily looks gross. The daily is rough. The daily looks painful, to say the least. Yeah. I don't quite remember who was calling it out in chat, but this someone yesterday was saying 25 700, 25 800. Whoever was calling that out, we're almost halfway there. That's a crazy price prediction, but was that you, Ajay? Yeah, that's wild. Almost halfway there. This just looks gross. Strong break this June 9th low. We've been talking about it over the last week, like with all this, you know, all this stuff last week, and we'll see. It's looking scary. Can I draw a fib on the daily? A fib of this move, I'm assuming. Bottom to the top, yeah. Is this going to be the 61.8? Don't tell me this is the 61.8. That's incorrect. Why would the 61.8 be on the top? I gotta draw it. For some reason, my fib is like upside down. Because typically you draw it top to bottom, but... Trade of 8 fib. Yep. You have to do it backwards. That's weird. Yeah, 50% of that move also falls basically within 50% of this. 61.8 sitting at 26,200. Andrew, good morning. What's going on? Interesting stuff. We 12 27K, not too far off. Nuts. You know, when we got this wick below and this doji and pump, I for sure thought we were on the way to 30K. Yeah, 27K, 50%. Wild. 604 would be such a sensationally... Let me check it out. Did that 40 work? Did 40 play? Did we get up to 40? No, we did not get to 40. Okay. Mitch, what's going on? Good morning, Mitch. How we doing? How we trading? What a, Okay, let's see. I'm still so upset the fact that I tried to short up here and I missed it by... Let's see, what did we tapped? I missed it by 1 point. The fact that I tried to short this looking for 200 points and I missed it by 1 point. So I was looking for 550, 27,550, and then we just nuked straight down. Basically like 15, 20 minutes. Yamil, whoa. Yesterday's low. Oh, yeah. Matt was talking about yesterday's low. Let's look. Huh? Yeah, 604. Okay, yeah, we have it marked out. Jamie, I got a question for you. I've started referring to you as Jameson. Is that okay? We cool with that? Do we like that nickname? Catch the knife? Yeah, let me do that real quick. Let me stick my hand under the falling knife. Cool. All right. I called you that I was in Jazz's chat last night or the night before. I don't know. I was like doing some cardio on the treadmill and I was just sitting there in chat messing around. I called you Jameson and we both agreed it's a pretty good nickname. Granted, you're not Irish, but you know, to us Americans, close enough. How do you feel about putting 4 minis at 27K and walking away? Depends how much drawdown you have. Depends how much room. Rubbish whiskey. What? Not a rubbish whiskey. Does the job. Alright, what whiskey do you like, Jamie? What do you drink? Give me a better... Well, I mean, there's plenty of better whiskeys, but... Jamal? Anthony. I like that too. Jamal, Jamie, Jameson. Call you Deuce. Yee. Amy, Jamie. Talisker. What? Is this gonna be some, like... A Japanese whiskey is very nice. Okay, so you like Scotch. It's in Scotland. Yeah, you like Scotch then. So you're a Scotch fan. I'm also a Scotch fan. 604? Did we get there? Ardbeg? Ardbeg? Ardbeg is good. Did we tap 604? Are we short? I guess I don't know ball. Yeah, that's rough. One, by a tick. Oh, okay. Quite an aggressive, fill of 604. Okay. Well, it got filled. Took a point and a half of heat, and it's tanking. Hope you kept that on. Took it off. Yeah, this looks a little weird. That was quite a reaction up into that level. I mean, this might be cheap, right? Getting in long, risking the lows of this swing, and looking for continuation to the top of these bad boys. Stop it. 604, break even. Oh. You know, I like the idea, and I really, Ajay, I like the, you know, might not play out, might do what you wanted, but I do like the break even stop there. I think that is the smart move. Considering, yeah, I think that's the smart move. Get in profit, move it to break even, just because, you know, we did fail to break the lows on this prior swing lower. So, like, if this thing, you know, runs, it looks, you might want to reverse. Long 690? Yeah. Yup. And it's doing what you wanted, but that being said, break even don't hurt. Gotta protect yourself, especially when ATR is sitting at, you know, 67.5. We're whipping around. You got a lot of weird Whaley price movement in the push up to that level anyway. Buyers are so weak. That they are. That they are. So Jamie, what I'm hearing is I'm gonna send you. Do you guys use like Venmo or like Zelle or Cash App? How's that work over there? I'm gonna send you some money, and you're gonna send me some good scotch. I think that's what we're gonna have to do here. What is ATR? Andrew and can't even pronounce that next name. ATR is so average true range represents the across the last 14 candles. So this is a 14 period ATR. You can see down at the bottom of my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So starting here, ending in this candle, and then continuously adjusting as we print new candles. ATR is taking a read of the range between the top and the bottom of the candle. So say this is, you know, an 80-point candle. This is a 74-point candle. This is a 42-point candle. This is a 56-point candle. It takes the average of the candles in that period and gives you an average candle length from top to bottom, wick to wick, of that candle. So it generally gives you kind of a read on, you know, what you can expect based on the local price movement, the current candle to do in terms of movement. So, if you are, the way I use it is when ATR is elevated, anything above 40, which we are well above 40 right now, I will trade micros, just to give myself more room on the stops because the candles are moving more dramatically. There's more volatility, more price movement. If we are below 40, the average size of the candles in the last 14, you know, period is smaller, and I will look to take a mini because I know I will have a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to movement. So, I know a lot of people use it like that. They also use ATR to determine stop placement, right? So like maybe you want to do one ATR above. So if your entry's here, you want to be at least one average candle above in terms of your stop, or half of a candle above in terms of your stop. You can use ATR a ton of different ways. Ryan, what? How much is a lighter? $1? Gotta get back to the charts, my boy. Wild. Ajay, why do break-even stops sting more than a stop loss, even though mathematically it makes no sense? Because your stop didn't get hit and you could have made money and now you feel stupid. That's why I feel dumb when I get hit break-even and then we continue in the direction of my trade. It's a 14-period ATR, Chris. I think that's default on Tradeify. I can look. I'll pull it up. Yeah, man. You know, if you are benefiting from protecting yourself with break-even, there's going to be moments where it stings, but there's going to be moments where you go, thank God I did that. So you got to take both. Yeah, it feels cowardly when you get stop break-even and then it runs. Yeah, right? Let's look. ATR. Yep, 14-period ATR on NQ's 5-minute. You can change that, right? So like we could do a 5-period ATR, and now we're looking at the last 5 candles. I used to plot 2 different ATRs on the same chart down here, and just run on the same oscillator down here, and just run 2 different ATRs to get a gauge whether ATR was increasing or decreasing. I have stopped doing that because you can kind of tell what ATR is doing in terms of, you know, its direction, increasing or decreasing from the chart. So, no need. Recommend a 25-year. Willie Nelson? I've seen that. I don't know how that all works. Greg, I actually don't know. I do not know. Jamie, if I Google this, is it going to be like $600? Yeah, bro. Yeah, let me get that. You look it up. You see the first one, Cask Cartel, $649,999.99. All right. And then you see one that I can order, 25-year-old, $700, but it'll take 3 weeks to get here. And then the next one, 30-year, $1,000, and I can pick that up at my local Total Wine. Very nice. An investment bottle. I don't want an investment bottle. I want to drink it. I want to taste it. 1 glass whenever you get a payout. Okay, I do have some stuff like that actually. I have a couple cigars that I reserve for fun stuff. For scotch, you should try to drink your age. I mean, that's, you know what? THC infused drinks. Yeah, I mean, I know they're trending. Not for me. Not for me. That's, no, not for me. You're telling me I gotta spend $1,000 on... I gotta spend between $500 and $1,000 on scotch every time I buy scotch? That's a crazy rule. Maybe I'm just not making enough bread. Maybe that's what that means. Maybe I'm poor. Gentlemen, I need your help. We gotta set a like goal for this giveaway. I'm thinking 200 again. Maybe I drink far too much. No, I'm actually, you know what? I've surpassed that stage of life. I've surpassed that stage. Call me lame, maybe, but Surely you can find it for sub 500 somewhere. Cognac, like Hennessy. Cola, lemonade, and vanilla extract. Get a serious buzz going. Yeah, that's wild. I feel like I'd get canceled for that. That's funny. I'm a tequila guy. I'm a tequila guy anyway. I like tequila. I like whiskey. I do like scotch. I like scotch. I like tequila. Especially in the summer. Double tequila soda with extra lime. Woo! I'm putting down like 5 of those and regretting it in the morning. Patron, Don Julio. I mean, it depends. I don't know. There's a ton. I'm not taking it like on the rocks, so you know I don't need the greatest quality stuff. Can drink Casamigos all day, like, you know. Another stab at 600. Jamie, that number's slowly going down. Was 604. It was 640. Then it was 604. Now it's 600. We haven't gotten there. We tried to get to 640, didn't get there. Tried to get to 604 on this candle, didn't get there. Granted, we did get to 604 at one point, but... Jamie, it's because I want to see us sweep these lows, right? Like, I don't like a close up here. A close up here feels like, you know, we might get that, I don't know, a little whoop, whoop, and a rip higher. Should be short from the very start. Hey, I tried. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up on Discord. Let me disappoint the chat real quick. Boys, I tried to get short, okay? I tried to get very short. I was as short as one can get, okay? Tried to get short. 27,750. A point and a half off. Looking for 27,550. Look where we are now. 750. 550. I tried, okay? I went for glory. I did. I went for glory. I went for glory, and you know what? We missed. Yamil, yes, this is it's a range chart. So it's a 22 tick range chart. What is the trading platform? It's Tradeify. Luke should be claiming compensation. That's how I feel, dude. I'm about to call up Fred and ask for a refund. Like, what are we doing? Missed a $2,000 trade by a point and a half. I am trading a Tradeify funded account right now. Took a trade earlier. A very happy accident for anybody that was either watching Matt's video or is just joining us. I was trading, copy trading Apex evals this morning. Damn, that would have been a $10,000 trade on the legacy evals. That would have been crazy because I was copy trading 5. But because I was copy trading 5, I had 25 micros on. So I come over to here, I get on the Tradeify account, accidentally go long 25 micros. We got blessed, absolutely blessed. Got in, got out for $462, basically our $500 target. Happy accident. Yes, listen to Jamie. Like the stream. like the stream. 200 likes, and we will run a giveaway. 200 likes. USA, USA, USA. What up? Yeah, Yamil is kind of bullying you. Cheers, drunkard. Wild. That's crazy. Oh man, Spain versus England. Oh man. Yeah, see, be like USA, USA, USA. And Todd Lewis. Yeah, I agree. Have a beer for me too. It's not noon yet, so I shouldn't be thinking about those yet. But, you know, it is a Wednesday. Just kidding. Yamil, you're a wild boy. You're a wild guy. Right. Shout out Jamie coming in here and calling out 2 banger trades. Jamie said, oh, I like a little retest of 600. Boom. Rip 50 points. Jamie said, I like a short of 640. Retest it. Boom. 100 points. True. It is 5 o'clock somewhere. That is true. Todd Lewis, that is absolutely 5 head. Excellent, excellent observation. We're going to stick with Celsius for me, for now. Get my heart rate up to 200 beats per minute while I sit here and yawn. Give myself my daily heart palpitations. All right. I mean, surely we break this low, right? We've just been kind of... It's been a choppy journey, but making our way down here to the low. 27,510. Grew up in Florida. Florida man. I get it. I get it. Let's see. Huh. Yeah, man. My issue with Florida is that it rains, like, every day. Like, every afternoon. Oh, Delta looks... What the heck am I looking at here? Delta doing something weird down here at the lows. That's odd. Think the computer's assisting the palpitations? Yeah. I mean, tell you what, we started stream, I said, yeah, I need to wake up. We started stream here, right? I accidentally get in with 25 micros. We're off to the races. The heart is pumping. The heart is pumping. Drinking my Celsius 5 minutes into stream and that happens? No, we're gonna have a day today. I genuinely don't know what I'm looking at with Delta here. This is super odd. Where'd all this selling come in? 27,575? Yeah, so all this wave of selling, some down here at the lows, around 20, yeah, some selling at the lows, 22, 25. 25, 22, 25, 28, 28, so. I mean, Delta kind of grinding up. Interesting. Now it's tanking. Low of day sitting at the -1 standard deviation on the 22-tick range charts. 27,510. 27,490, the -1. ES swept the low. Let's take a look. Anybody in chat trade ES? Oh yeah, it did take the low. Sergey, good morning. What's going on? How we doing today? Yeah, Luke, you're right. Did it sweep the low or did it just tap the low? Did it like double bottom? To the tick, huh? Wild. Wild. Gav, yeah, trades ES only. What's your reasoning for that? I'm curious. I know a lot, you know, there's... Sergey, don't like Fred today. Me neither. I missed a 200-point trade by 1.5. Why do you like to trade ES only? I know a lot of people trade ES because you get less whippy price action. Tends to just, I don't know, it's a little bit more chill. Although this hardly looks chill. This, like... That's kind of crazy, actually. That looks wild. It's like... It's an egregious candle right here. ES moves how NQ moved 4 years ago. True. Maybe I gotta make the switch then. Because I quite liked the way, I don't know. Price action's been kind of nuts for the last year, really, since all the tariff stuff. Less whippy, yeah. ES only for you? Thicker order book? Like gold in the Asian session? I do like gold, like 10 o'clock Eastern. Like if I pop in and I'm hanging out with Jaws, I'll check in on gold periodically. I don't like gold because gold gets some weird moves, man. Gold's pretty trendy, but like it's hard to get in a safe spot. Okay. Delta is still growing down here at the lows. Yeah, gold definitely takes a while to get used to. But I do like it during like the Asian session, overnight session. Today's a fun day. Lots of weirdness going on. Another big sell-off at market open, down almost 1.4% almost on the day, 375 points. You got FOMC at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. So, if you guys plan on trading for the rest of the day, make sure you are up to date with the news, or you will get wrecked. Double check your prop if you are trading FOMC, like a crazy person. Make sure your prop allows it. Music Addict. I started trading a little over 3 years ago. I would say I've traded for 3 years, so probably like 3.5 years ago. I've spent some time off. My first payout was relatively early. I took a payout like maybe a month and a half into trading. I was on top of the world. I thought, you know, I figured it out. I thought it was the easiest thing in the entire world. I thought I'd make $1 million in the next 6 months. did not pan out that way. After that first payout, there was a lot of learning, a lot of growing, you know, developing my strategies. Probably another 6 months to a year before I really started to take a couple payouts. And then I took a good chunk of copy traded payouts on with Apex accounts. And now we're branching out to other props. So this is a Tradeify funded account, up just under $500 on the day. Copy trading some Apex accounts in the morning, hanging out. We might move over there and copy trade some of those. We shall see. I did pick up some of the legacy accounts. It's the current promo they're running. I think that ends today, actually. I want to take a look, but... Genzify, second time I'm seeing you. That's above my pay grade, so you'd have to reach out to those gentlemen. No, Ryan, this is a This is the 50K Lightning funded Tradeify account. Did you say your strategy works better in low volume? Honestly, no. My strategy works really well in a trending market. My strategy performs a lot better in a directional trending market. Like if we look at the daily, like, and this is kind of getting away from the question with lunch hour, but like this 3 months, my strategy unbeatable, right? Smaller, not super volatile, right? Like if you look at the size of these candles versus this junk, right? Directional markets, trending markets, fairly smaller sized day, low volatility, just looking for, you know, sized pullbacks. Works really well. Does not work so well in chop. So like in this environment, does not work as well. Compounding on that, during lunch hour, I mean, like if we look at yesterday, right? Like let's take yesterday, for example. You know, I took a trade yesterday in the push up here. Like, I think I got in somewhere around here, like 700s, got out, I don't know, like 750s, almost 800. In a trending directional move, right? Either a recovery, a bounce, and continuation, or that original push down. Using the -2 standard deviation to bid a pullback, or the +2, works a lot better than sitting here during lunch hour for the bulk of my stream and staring at this nastiness, right? These giant wicks and these weird moves and up, down, ranging in between initial balance and VWAP and previous day initial balance. And that's what we'd be getting a lot during lunch. So I would actually say my strategy performs worse at lunch. And so, you know, that being said, lunch coming up in 7 minutes here. So something I've been wary of, having to practice a lot of patience. Yeah, Ryan. Let me look. Might move over to those legacy Apex accounts, just because we did take the trade and there is a 20% consistency rule on the Lightning funded. So shooting for more than 460, 500. Oh, Delta fell off. Big chunk of orders came in, small and large, some small size. Large size selling down here at the lows, pushed us through. And there's the break. Okay. Wild. If anybody was patient and took that short, GG's. GG's. Another 50 coming in on the sell, on the offer. Almost time to pump. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not seeing that. Am I covering for Danny today, Sergey? I will be hanging out for the FOMC decision at the very least. So I will be hanging out through little past 1 o'clock Central to 2 o'clock Eastern. So we'll react live to the FOMC. I thought it might be fun to like YOLO one eval on FOMC, do that thing where you set the brackets and then the take profits above them, like buy stop and sell stops, but I don't know. I don't know if we should be doing all that. I like preaching consistency and account preservation, not a degenerate full porting of FOMC. Although it might be funny. But we'll react live to it and, you know, give you guys the news. I wonder if... I mean, market's heading down like this. I wonder if someone knows something and we're getting a rate hike today. Chat, I'm going to call it here now. Right before 12 o'clock. Only a 30% chance that we get a rate hike based on the way markets were pricing it in. I'm gonna throw a crazy prediction out there. Yeah, Citadel did say rate hike, which is kind of wild. And we have like a 80% chance of a hike by September. So if it doesn't happen now, it happens later. I mean, inflation, you know, CPI coming in hot. Oil shocks. All that good stuff. You know, spending $600 at the grocery store every single time I try to buy a little bit of food. Hella fun. No rate hike. I'm going to be the contrarian. I know it's the underdog here. I know it's not probable. I'm going to say, I'm going to call it now. 11:57. We can clip this. We can save it. I'm going to say, surprise rate hike. And that's why we're selling off. I'm going to say surprise rate hike, and that's why we're selling off, and that's why we see the largest net short hedging exposure since the tariffs. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Surprise rate hike. Don't listen to me, because that's wild. Rate hike to Todd. Todd says, rate hike today. Warsh leading the invasion on Carg Island on Thursday for disobeying his leader. Send him to the straight. Root, that's... I mean, if you look at the dollar yen, it's like above 162. That 160 level that we've been defending for like the last 50 years. Japan pumping rates, 30-year... Our own 30-year yields are skyrocketing. You know, we're getting this sell-off. The Mag 7's 20% away from all-time highs, or like 18% away from all-time highs. You know, not to be that guy that says it's 2008 all over again, but like, right, there's a reason there's so much short hedging exposure. Although we did see like 9 billion in cumulative delta come into the S&P and Nasdaq yesterday during that big bid up, but like, you know, if there's an 80% implied chance at a rate cut, I mean, we can go on Fed. We'll look at the Fed watch tool right now. 80% implied cut in not cut. Sorry, rather hike by September, right? And you get, so we'll see. Fed watch tool. If you guys don't know what the Fed watch tool is, super cool. It's actually a CME. It's a CME product. It's on the CME Group's website. So, taking a look here. And I mean, this was 30% yesterday. As markets have been selling off, and as yields have been going up, we're actually getting a higher chance at a rate hike. 35% chance rates get hiked. Doesn't feel like it will, right? Warsh is Trump's guy. But, Markets are definitely pricing in the possibility of a hike. Take a look at September, right? Take a look at the next FOMC. Only 20% chance that we hold the current target rate of 350 to 375 base points. Crazy. 80% chance that we get a hike. Go to October, only a 13% chance that we hold rates. Now we're looking at a, 87% chance that we hike rates. December, 92% chance rates have been hiked. And the most probable outcome is that they've been hiked twice. So markets are certainly pricing in a rate hike. I mean, CPI's been very hot. It's just does Warsh go against, Do we see some beef? I don't know. But markets don't lie. Markets don't lie. Certainly seeing a sell-off here too. So, should be interesting. Should be very interesting. Down to 27.5. Warsh versus... oh, I thought that's the King Kong. Warsh versus King Trump. Yeah, man, it should be interesting. Gotta love a quick candle closing push just for it to take profit immediately. Did you get short off of the 27,540 IB level here? Mitch, that's a beautiful trade. Did you just short this for... Did you short this for like 40 points, 30 points? I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about Warsh. Very nice trade, Mitch. Very nice trade. A little jealous, can't lie. And Mitch, look at that. Look at that. Aligned with the +2 standard deviation. That's you just took my setup. You stole my setup from me. I should have been in that. TP at 90. And you took it for 50 points? GG's, Mitch. Took it for 50 points, off the +2, level of importance, retest of IB, quick, man. GG's. Stole my trade. I like that a lot. That's a beautiful setup for me. That's essentially what I would be looking for. Draw back down into that 27,500 level. Delta got slapped, yeah. Some selling came in too. Let's see. What? I mean, not a ton. A little bit. A little bit of selling came in. It was good though. 81. Okay, so this is all more recent selling. Oh yeah, no. Selling slapped it right off the top there. 84s. 502s. A lot of selling on the way down. Yeah. Nice. GG's. GG's. Very nice trade. Start of the lunch hour, too. Top of the hour. Opening candle for the top of the hour, pushing back into the lows. Interesting. Almost like sitting here all day pays off sometimes. Yeah, man. I keep saying it over and over again, but hanging out in Jaws' stream and hanging out in Danny's stream and Matt's stream and hanging out with Jamie, like... these guys trade so much differently than I do, and I've learned so much. I've learned so much just hanging out, talking trades, learning a little bit from those guys. It's cool stuff. Wow, and it's dumping. How much heat did you take there? Like 2 points? You took 2 points of heat? Literally, 2 points of heat. Yeah, Jamie's a little rough. He's super early. Ria's obviously at 3 a.m. Central, so that's a little crazy. And we're just dumping. We're just dumping. I'm telling you, man. Surprise rate hike. and they know it. It's my prediction. Yeah, didn't even see the red numbers. Saw it flash for your entry, and then, yeah, beautiful trade. And we're just nuking here. A lot of selling coming in. Continuation of the selling, right? Selling on the way down here. Some selling around 513, selling around 500 even. Another chunk of selling around, like, the 80s. Continued selling down here at the 40s. I've got a line down at 130. How do I get in short? Mitch just took a textbook short here. Retest of initial balance. Bounce into what was, at the time, the +2 standard deviation. You know, big round number, looking from essentially chasing a continued break of these lows. Caught that, played it down into 500. Great short. Also, the 61.8 fib? Shut up, really? Off of what? 61... Sweaty tech? Or the daily fib? Sweaty teched it. I thought that said sweaty touched it. I was like, huh? What, Yeah, Luke, you've been calling 27K, man. Another 400 points, though? Yeah, that we'd be looking at down 3 and 3.2%? You think we see a down 3.2% day? I mean, if there's a rate hike, if they hike rates, maybe. If they hike rates, I think this thing... I mean, again, take a look at the daily. Recent moves, get the best bounces. Ah, gotcha. Look at the daily. Put the... How do I do this? Ray, and show price. 50% of this range is... like 130. Whoever said 130? This move up. Basically down to 27K even. We're getting there. And this move, right? Like, we're accelerating on this move downward, right? This is a strong candle. So. Hey, man. What's the, what is this EMA? What's the, it's the 200 EMA that everybody looks at, right? In terms of long-term, or is it SMA? 200, oh. Right, this is the death, this is where everybody starts to dollar cost average. People just buy a ton of stuff down at the 200 SMA, right? They consider a break below the 200 SMA to be like a bear market, if I'm not correct, right? Like this is kind of the line in the sand. That's spooky. The Ginger, what up, what up? Good morning, how we trading today? How we looking? How are we looking? $50 crossing the 20s. Yeah, okay, yeah. The 50, the death cross. Death cross, 50 crosses the 200, yeah. I mean, 200's where a lot of people... I know a lot of people just buy bounces. Like, if you go back historically, this thing just boom, bounce, bounce. A lot of people turn on the buying, start to dollar cost average into single stock or index at the 200 SMA, but we can put on the... we can put on the 50. Toss a 50 SMA on there. Yeah, we ain't anywhere close to the good old death cross, but finish green, $600 on the day. GG's. Let's hear GG's for the ginger. Very nice, very nice. What accounts you trading? Three-bar reversal here, just a boom, push up, would be nasty. Kind of a reversal candle. I mean, just set a wick and close right back at the open of that prior 5-minute candle. Although we might just get continuation. Who knows? Delta actually growing. So just like yesterday on that move down, right? We saw this huge delta divergence on the day. Doing it again, kinda. Yeah. Top step 50Ks. Very nice. Very nice, sir. I kind of want to push this this account a little bit more, but knowing I have a 20% consistency rule, don't want to go too much. How did you become disciplined or know what you have to do? I have rules, but as soon as I take a loss, everything goes out the window. How do you stop screwing yourself? There is a lot to it. I think time helps, right? Like I, spent a large portion of my early trading doing just that. Time helps. Right? Because eventually you kind of get numb to the losers. For me, the biggest thing that changed my perspective was understanding, like, what an equity curve looked like mathematically, right? Understanding that losses, right? Everyone says it. Oh, losses are part of the game, right? You have to lose in order to win. And that's traders lose trades. And you think, oh yeah, perfect. And then you take a loser and you're like, I can turn it around. You start going crazy, you spiral. But for me, looking at the math behind the equity curve and actually understanding that, like, with my win rate on my trades, with my risk reward setup, winning, X amount of the time and losing X amount of the time, I will make money. Right? It's a simple equation to make your equity curve. Take your win percentage and your loss percentage. So say you're winning 58% of the time, and your risk reward. If I'm trading a 2-to-1, all I need to do is win 33.3 repeating percent of the time. So if 50% of my trades are winners in a 2-to-1 environment, and I stick to that plan, I will make money. So therefore, the losers don't hurt. Losers don't work. Losers don't hurt. It has completely removed the the fear of losing, the need to win from my brain, because I know I'm going to take losers almost 50% of the time. Right? Was just going to ask how you define risk on every trade. Will you change position sizing based on the chart? So this is a mistake. Don't look at this. This was a horrendous mistake at the start of stream. Profitable mistake. Happy accident. So I use the a 14 period ATR, so 14 candle look back, to define whether I am trading in micros or minis. I am always risking $250. I am always trying to make $500. Sometimes I will trail, sometimes I will look for a little bit more. It's kind of rare. Rule of thumb, 2-to-1, $250, $500. If ATR is above 40, I will trade with a 25-point stop in 5 micros. and a 50-point take profit. If ATR is below 40, cut that in half, keep the dollar amount the same, but the distance to the stop and the take profit are cut in half. So looking for 25 points, risking 12 and a half. Typically, if I take 2 losers, I'm done for the day, right? So with that, if I trade that system and I am strict to that system, if I take a trade every day, all I need is a 33.4% win rate mathematically to make money in the long run. Granted, there's issues with risk of ruin, right? How many losing trades can you take in a row? How many days can you lose in a row? Things like, you know, if you're sitting at a roulette table, you might see red 10 times in a row. In that case, I'd lose an account. But law of large numbers, across a million trades, it's going to be pretty close to that, you know, 50-50 level that I'm targeting. So trading looking for 50% success rate in a 2-to-1 environment, always risking $250, never willing to give away more than $500 on the day, has worked wonderfully in funded accounts for me. And for whoever asked, you know, how did I stop screwing myself? Just trusting in that, right? I'm gonna lose 50% of the time, big whoop. But that's fine. The math says that's fine. So I stick to my system. Right? Every time you join a prop, you're handed a rule sheet. And tailoring I think it's very important to tailor your strategy and, you know, your risk setup around that rule sheet. Some people use dynamic risk reward. You know, it'll change based on what the market's actively doing. For me, I keep it consistent because it's a lot easier to understand what it's doing to my account in the long run. Gives me a pretty smooth equity curve, right? Consistent step-ups of 500 and drops of 250. You know, it's worked out. Has worked out. Yeah, the American R8Q. Yeah, excellent example of, you know, following that system. Sorry to rant. We got a little ranty there, but it's kind of my take on props in general. And don't look at this. This was a complete accident. This was a happy accident. That was a spooky trade. We did not like that one. Jorge, yes sir. Funny story. We were copy trading some Apex evals this morning before stream. So I was copy trading across 5 accounts, and I had 25 micros on. Logged out, opened the Tradeify funded account, and didn't realize I still had 25 micros on one funded account. Took a long at 600, looking for 50 points. That being said, that would have played, right? I would have only taken, you know, 10 points of drawdown and gotten my 50, but I had 25 contracts on. So I had a minor heart attack 5 minutes into stream and marketed out immediately and got out of that trade as quick as I could, and somehow, miraculously, ended up making $462.50. So happy accident on the Tradeify funded account. Quite stupid of me. So now we're drinking a Celsius to wake up. Any targets to the downside? I mean, we were just looking at that daily, right? Like there's a ton of, we're flush up against the 200 SMA. The 50% of this move higher in like March is hovering right around 27K. Interesting. 27K. Big round number. Seems aggressive, right? Like selling off into 27K would be down like 3% on the day, but we're, you know, strong move lower. I don't know how much longer we can sustain this. We're only down 1.7, so theoretically, you know, still some room. FOMC later, so yeah, 27,160 on the daily. Yep. Johnny, I agree, dude. Like, normally you're getting, I don't know, FOMC day, you typically see this chop, 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 and then, you know, crazy reaction, and then some more chop, or at least deciding on price after that. We are, we're, you know, very tradable, right? This is a bit choppy here on this pushback up to volume point of control and yesterday's low off of that initial balance low we set, and then breaking below it, and then continuation. But there's been a good amount of trades for FOMC day. Surprise rate hike in the cards? Who knows? We are in a negative gamma environment. I was looking at that a little bit ago. Meaning, you know, dealers and makers are forced to continue to hedge their positions. And there is a very large, with the potential for rate hikes. We're looking at the Fed watch tool, the 30% of a rate hike today and a 80% chance at a rate hike by September. Quite a large negative hedged position across the markets. A lot of negative hedging, so. Todd kind of dies down until the actual message time. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see us, you know, kind of ranging, right? We set a little bit of a, you know, this could be a local range. Kind of putting in a ton of volume down here. A lot of volume conducted in the overnight, up at the highs of the New York session. A lot of volume conducted down here, point of control, initial balance, yesterday's IB. Do I trade during FOMC? No, I stay far from that. Although I was talking to chat and we were saying it would be funny if we tossed one eval on there and just did the old, we'll do it like up here or something. Did the old price in the middle, you know, buy above, sell below with the take profits on either side. It would be funny if we did the old, you know, but not McZachary. I agree. Listen to McZachary. Strong push. Coming back into value area low, initial balance low. Listen to McZachary, dude. That guy knows what's up. I agree. Nonsense. 100 likes, easy. That 66 is nonsense. You usually play FOMC bingo, but Warsh doesn't have a history. Oh, true. That is very true. That is true. What is it? This is his second FOMC? I don't even remember what he said. Like, I have the Jerome Powell, good, you know, the good afternoon, you know, purple tie, good afternoon. I have that stuck, seared inside of my brain from the last, whatever, 5 years. So, what did Kevin Warsh say the other day, like, on his first FOMC press conference? He was like, hello. Like, he doesn't hit us with the, you know, our number one priority is to maintain, we have a dual mandate, not talking about Fed independence as much, not talking about, our number one priority remains the dual mandate, you know? And you get a bunch of reporters screaming at old Jay Powell, freaking out, like, oh, what's more important, labor data or inflation data? And he kind of looks at them and he's like, dual mandate. Miss that, man. I do miss that man. Instead, we get Warsh. I don't know. Chat, do we like Warsh? Do we not like Warsh? Does it really matter? Probably not. IBH reclaim, retest, strong looking. IBL. IBH I mean, hey, we could, you know, reclaim IBH. I agree with that. I like a kind of into the lunch hour. Worse will be dovish. I told chat I hit the crazy prediction. I think Mr. Warsh is gonna nuke us with some crazy. And again, right? It's a toss in the air, but 30% implied chances at a rate hike. I think maybe he surprises us here, and if not, we have an 80% chance at a rate hike in September. Based on the Fed Watch tool. Check that out on the CME group. We want the money printer. Can't turn the money printer on until, you know, if eggs are doubling every year, you can't turn the money printer on. Gotta wait till the price settles in, and then you turn the money printer on and drive inflation crazy and make living unaffordable for all of us, right? Money printer go grrr. I miss Jay Powell, man. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's not stealth QE. Like, you know, they put it on their balance sheet. Changes in the balance sheet. You know, and then also buybacks. Buying just the purchasing of treasuries and adding that to the balance sheet. Essentially, they're growing. The balance sheet is growing. And then they'll periodically, you know. Warsh is more charismatic than Powell. We'll see here. Yeah. Yep. No, yep. You're right. Grabbing T-bills. Gotta feed the hungry United States debt monster somehow. All right. Okay, testing IBL. $640, is that? Yeah. I don't think any of the streamers on rotation really trade gold. I will look at it during the like overnight session, the start of Asian markets, but not super into gold. I don't know if anybody in chat really trades gold either. Haven't seen many gold trades posted in the Discord. Jerome Powell is still on the board of governors, so he's there. He's doing his thing. He still works. He's just not chairman, right? He is on the board of governors, right? I don't know. Pretty sure he is. Although I do not think he's a voting member, just for the sake of, right? So you're not going to see him on the dot plot, just for the sake of, I don't know. Slow grind down, elevator up. Yeah, I think he's not on the dot plot and not a voting member because he doesn't want to contradict the move into the next Fed chairman, even though he is sitting on the board of governors. Time to get balanced. We're balanced, baby. We're so balanced right now. Tex, we are so balanced. Look at that. We're balanced by... We're balanced by 10 points right now. We're balanced. Time to get balanced. I like that. Looking for 600 and coming up into volume point of control. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little retest here on in the first 1 minute of this candle. Although, looks like it's just gonna rip. She wants balance. Oh, maybe not. We're balanced. gonna vibe code a custom indicator, and every time we re-enter balance, it's gonna put out an audio alert that just says, we're balanced. Nice trade, Tex. Holy balance. Oh, Delta. 82 sellers came in. That was probably that. Out at 85. Those sellers spook you? They're trying. Delta divergence, kinda. Delta approaching the like 1230 lows, which was here. So Delta approaching. Well, you know what? Might have been the smart play, Tex. Size coming in. Delta, big Delta divergence here. Delta really falling off a cliff. Small size selling, large size selling. Rejecting off the +1 standard deviation. Interesting. Think you rip. I mean, hey. 50-50. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. I gotta run to the bathroom. I will be right back. What did I miss? Are we still in balance? We're still balanced. We were temporarily unbalanced. I would have liked to actually grab that long on the retest. Would have been nice. Fred saw that I got up and went to the bathroom, and he said, let's retest this level and then run without him. What am I looking for to take a trade? Typically, I look for a pullback into the -2 or the +2 standard deviation, depending on the trend of the market. What I really like is bounces off of key levels like initial balance, big round numbers like 27K or 28K whole, maybe a pushback into VWAP. And I like when these numbers align with, you know, taking a bounce off of it to continue the daily trend. And that lines up with the standard deviation channels, like, you know, bidding the +2 here. And the standard deviation channel is in accordance with that, you know, is sloped in that direction of the trend. Is that it? That can't be it. That can't be it. Delta really fell off. Another big chunk of selling. Just taking a breather. Was a little too balanced. Hey, Ryan. Great, great pull on that. Grabbed 40 points out of it. Right, so, oh. What was that? Okay, another big chunk of... stop scrolling. Big chunk of selling coming in. 33, 13. More selling. More selling. Delta falling. Speaking of that setup, we are down on the session. Standard deviation is sloped lower. If, and this is like 27,540, if we get a point where 27,540 aligns with this +2 standard deviation, I would like maybe a re-offer of IBH lower. I mean, we slapped, pushed above, slapped out of it. Sellers stepping on the gas pedal here. Definitely stepping on the gas pedal, so we shall see. We shall see. Volume point of control lowering was not nice. Did it in NQ? Let's see. Or was that in... Where was it previously? Or did it just like scoot down a little bit? Oh, was that... Oh, and yeah. MNQ. I was gonna say it came down from like what, 60? Like 62 or something? Like right here. Okay, catching some legs, wicking out of it. Not pretty. I'd want to see I want to see a candle close around like 510. Candle close of 510, rebid into it. Offering IB, looking for a short. Where's that put our risk? 65. Not great from a risk perspective, just because we have this wick above. I would ideally want my risk to be above this this wick right here. And we are up on the day already. You know what? Give me a second. I'm going to switch this over to those Apex trailing drawdown legacy accounts. We'll trade those. Just so we can see if we can get something here for you guys. 1 second. Toss that on there. Cool, cool. Okay. Uno segundo, por favor. My authenticator is rage baiting me. It just switched right before I was about to enter the authentication code. GG. Okay. One second, gentlemen. Love to see some big buys start to slap here. Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. Retest to that 500 level. Some buying did come in off of 500. Quite interesting. All right, let me get the right accounts on. Okay. Getting flashbanged by Tradeify. Okay, getting flashbanged again. Wow. Every time I refresh Tradeify, I get absolutely this giant white, like that. Absolutely flashbanged by my charts. Okay. Good to go. Interesting. All right, we can switch this back to 25. Let's do a little test. Should say 5. 5 on the screen. Love that. Interesting. Did take one break even on these accounts earlier. Nothing crazy. Okay, rejected. Should have taken it. I should have taken it. Wasn't quick enough. Granted, I probably would have bid a little over. I probably would have bid like 42. Or offered, rather. Delta falling again. Some more large sellers stepping in. Smaller sellers putting the foot on the gas. Nice close here, and I'd like a short. But I want to see a nice close below this weird wick. I'd want to see us close basically below 500 and then get a retest of 500 potentially. We'll see, I guess, huh? Test the wicks. Interesting spot. Chat, how we doing? How we holding up? Are we liking the pre-FOMC movement? Are we hating the pre-FOMC movement? Do we wish Kevin Warsh didn't exist today? What are we feeling? Slow and steady. Recovering a major drawdown in your fundeds. Nice. Man, that would have played, huh? Both of these shorts off of it would have played. We were looking to take it earlier. Didn't grab it in time. Quite interesting. Quite interesting. Wanted 560, but chickened out. Got 520 instead. Hey, you're clawing back. Did the music get louder? Did the music get louder for you guys, or is it still good? Is it chill? Or did the music get like crazy loud all of a sudden? it's on my end. Still selling. Play into the lows here off of 500 down to 500 to 400 rotation would be kind of... Music died for you. Interesting. Is it back? Market will explode during this FOMC. We shall see. We shall see. I think we're going to get a... Depending on... I think if we get a rate hike, we'll see a large movement on the initial drop of the news. Back and quiet. Okay, cool. And then if we get a... if we get a rate... If they hold rates, the press conference will be the interesting part, right? Trying to figure out what happens in September. Are we dovish? Are we, you know... Should be quite interesting. Looking forward to hearing from Kevin. With all the negative news over the place, I'm sure they will come up with something positive so the markets will go up. You know, well... I mean, okay, firstly... Sell, you know, buy or sell the rumor. Buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So... We shall see what the actual move is. I mean, Warsh is Trump's guy. Trump does not want a rate hike. I'll tell you that. Trump does not want rate hikes, especially for the, you know, considering our debt problem, does not want a rate hike. Kind of a self-inflicted wound with the oil shock and the reason inflation is, you know, surging. So... There's an argument that we need a rate hike, and that we went a little too far. Markets are certainly pricing that in, if you look at the Fed Watch tool. But, you know, didn't quite get back up to that 27,540 level. Bond market wants a hike. Yeah, bond market is for sure pricing in a hike. Bond market has been pricing it. I mean, look, if you look at yields are skyrocketing. So that's a thing. I don't know, a lot of news, a ton of news. No matter, it's a very hard market to understand. On the volume filter, what is the column next to size that's labeled account? I do not pay any attention to this. I think it has something to do with how many accounts these trades are being spread across, if I'm not mistaken. Or what account it's part of. I don't know. Don't pay attention. Genuinely have no clue. Yeah, I have not paid attention to that essentially ever. I tried to remove it. There's no way to remove it from the time and sales on Trade of 8's end. What I'm concerned with is size, what price, what time, and differentiating. Is it a large order, like, you know, 47 coming in on the offer, or is it, you know, 1s, 2s, 3s, small size? Might range until FOMC. I was just looking at that because what we keep doing during lunch is we'll set this, like, you know, if you look at it like this. Right? Initial balance low. Kind of the 50% of this range. So we're setting ourselves up to go sideways here. We shall see, though. Maybe there is an argument to take it long, at least looking for, like, the top of this range. Right? Like, Delta trying to come back. We're in balance. We're back. We're so back. How aggressive are we feeling? How aggressive do we feel? Well, this is the test. Huh. Maybe we should have taken it. Maybe we should have taken it. 150 points up would be more balanced. I tend to agree. You know what? 30, 10, 5, 10. This is what I don't like, is that -2 standard deviation just sitting. Like, there's a lot more potential for this thing to go a little lower. IBL seems like an aggressive entry on the wick below, but it's holding. Feeling aggressive because it's not your account. True that. That's it. I didn't know that was possible. That's crazy. That's it. 500 minis. 500 micros, rather. 500 minis is crazy. I'm not Goldman Sachs. I don't have that level of margin. You know what? I could still take the retest, right? Like, what would be my break-even retest? I'm gonna look for, like, a little bit more. Yeah. Yep. There it is, slapping below it. Let's see how it reacts on the 22-tick range chart. Okay, well, it said no thank you. Should have taken it again. USA. Appreciate you hanging out, big man. Thank you very much. Ooh. Quite a rip. 600 is written in stone. What stone would that be? We talking granite? We talking limestone? What are we talking? OPM, other people's money? Yes. Delta's interesting. Bit of a divergence here. Choppy market. Now, one more test of it, I would like. Because that gets us closer to this -2. On the next candle, hopefully. I would take that. I would take 40. Puts our stop down here at 15. When is FOMC? 1 hour. 1 hour and 6 minutes. Now I will bid it. Now that it has ran away from us and we've missed the trade, I will bid it. Big brain. ES is trying to reclaim IBL2. Is it above? Are we trying to close above? What's IBL? I'd assume. Similar story. Okay, so it's flirting with it. Close, quick snag, down to the -2 standard deviation, continuation higher. That's what I would like. That's what I would like. We shall see, though. Yeah, then War speaks 30 minutes after release. That is correct. This guy right here. This guy will speak 30 minutes, 2:30 Eastern. 2:30 Eastern. Big Warsh. See if we get it. Bidding the -2 standard deviation. Looking for a quick pullback. We got it. Looking for one more pullback. And then a rip higher. We shall see. We shall see. We missed the bid. Looks like we missed the boat. Scared the shit out of you. My bad, Ryan. Sellers. Delta dropping. Don't like it. Don't like it. Sellers really defending up here. No quick slap. No quick slap, just a little boop. Continuation up to 600. As a reminder, these are intraday trailing drawdown accounts, so I will be, yeah. Patience paid off. Nice. Yeah, lock yourself out. Plus 1100 on the daily funded? GG's. What daily funded is that? Is that a Tradeify or one of the new Lucid daily fundeds? Are you already in one of those? If it continues VWAP at 741. Lucid 50k. Nice. Very cool. Did you when you passed that, did you do intraday or end of day on the eval side, Ryan? Those accounts are cool. I like how customizable it is. Save us some bread. That man deserves the bread. Listen, Ryan's got to eat sometimes, all right? Sitting in chat all day, making sure you guys don't misbehave. Intraday was cheaper. The fundeds are intradays anyway. Yeah, I saw that. Matt was talking about it. Matt was getting abused by chat trying to find the FAQ earlier. Good to get back into the habit. Yeah. Well, that makes sense why you got out early at that 85, that wick up to 85, wherever that was, whenever that trade was. Is that like down here maybe? I don't know. Take base hits. Yeah. I mean, you need base hits with the intradays. Prior wick tests, getting in, getting out, 10 points, boom, boom, boom. Stuff like that. Delta continuing to grow. But, you know, it's trying. Yes, Ryan. I am quick to move to break even on the intradays. Just because if it does go against me, like, you know, if I'm up $400 looking for a 50-point move and it goes against me and comes down and tags me out for my stop, that's a $650 hit to my intraday trailing drawdown, which is like nuts. So, have to trail them or look for, like, you know, big momentum swings. Like just getting in early and praying up here with intraday drawdown on evals, way more effective than trying to sit through chop and play, you know, play a bigger move when price is not cooperating. Try something base hitty. Let's try this. Let's try a little base hit technique here. Let's grab a retest of this previous wick. Risking 250 still, so 86, 76 would be 74. Quick move to break even. Let's try the base hit. Let's try the base hit here. Momentum guy, Ryan? Yeah. Let's try the quick base hit. Let's see. Did we break through? No, we did not even get close to these highs. Quick base hit off of the +1. Although it's not filling us. I want to see it in the first minute of this candle or so. No? Don't want to do it? Untested wick? Quick base hit? No? 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 Okay. Doesn't want to do it. Yeah, delta grinding, just sitting in this one standard deviation channel, bouncing around. Pretty directional, actually. Quick push above 600. Closed above 600 on that last candle, and now we're, the ginger? Cost. Cost. It's the only reason. Cost. It's cheaper. If you can get through it, you get to fund it cheaper. See, now in like the third minute, coming in on the third minute of this candle, I do not want to get long with a 12-point stop here. Where are we squeezing up to? 31,000. 31K. I see 31K in the future. 31K. It's my price target. A bounce off of the 200 SMA up back at 31K would be hilarious over the next like month. Wow, she just wants to go. The ginger on the Lucid 50K daily payouts. Yes, it is still. It is still intraday. Pros and cons for, you know, having the ability to get daily funding. This thing's just ripping up to 650. Range or V bottom? Range or V bottom? I'm thinking a play into VWAP would be nice, but it's a question, how do we get in? Right? How do I get into this, you know? Delta going sideways, price pumping. Do I just bid like 630? Ripping. Okay, breaking through those prior highs. 655-ish. We're just ripping here. All right. Sweaty. What's going on? Gonna bid 625. We will soon find out if this is, if we're building a range, right? 50%, of the range being the initial balance low. We're kind of ranging here. Or if we are going to make a move higher, Delta painting an interesting story here. Tanking. Holding 200 points long right now? Of course you are. Of course you are. I missed my 200 pointer by 1 point earlier. Toss that in Discord. Long from 435. You looking for, like, back into VWAP? What are you looking at, Sweaty? No way we don't get filled here. Just... Come on. Delta looked heavy. $600's a scary spot to have the stop at, but you know what? I don't mind getting in here. 615 actually might be the better entry. I'm gonna be honest, down at the -2, but I think 615's definitely the better entry. 615 puts our stop down here at 90, kind of protects us a little bit, but we're not going to get filled either way. Yep. Yeah, painful one this morning. Missing that. Okay. Moved up to like 620. Just want to catch a nice bounce off that -2 and continue to rip. Because we are fairly directional. But the issue is, like, you know, right here, right now, we decide, hey, is this, are we going to continue to break higher? Swept the prior high. Took a, chopped around IBL a little bit, swept this prior high. It's, you know, do we make a breakout here? We'll see. Bit of a delta divergence. Delta continuing to fall. Okay. Come down, bounce off the -2. Wick out to close the candle out would be lovely. Let's see it. Nope, bounced off the -1. Quick sweep down to 25. Sitting at 25 now. Our original thought here puts our stop in a bit of a scary spot. Sitting right at 600. It's in Discord. Let me check that out. Gotta check that out. Let me check it out. Would you toss it in trading chat? Or is it in spec trade, Sweaty? Or is it just the P&L? Or is it the actual chart? That's nuts. 10 at 27,435. Huh, he said swag. Swag. Wild. GG, Sweaty. Really? Really? Liquidity above. Ryan coming into balance. Ryan, we're so balanced right now. We are so balanced. Look at this. We're so balanced. We've been so balanced today. I don't even have initial balance high drawn on my chart because I thought today, surely. Let me draw that. Let me make it official. Let me make it official here. We are so balanced. Look at that. VWAP, 50% of the balance. All right. Yeah, Ryan, it is fun to see that pan out. I'm taking this off because it don't like us. 55, 40. So much buying. So much buying. Delta's falling. Delta's like, you know, crazy delta divergence again on the day. A lot of buying in size, a lot of buying in the 1s and 2s. Delta just struggling. Yeah, sweaty trades crazy. Like, getting in the trade and just sitting there, and he's like, well, I'm making money. I mean, I guess it could go against him, but... $200 EMA held up. Yeah, I would say so. We were looking at that. Guess it could go against him, but... it's a big ask. Buyers still hanging around. Yeah, man, I like the fib stuff. I really do like the fib stuff. He's infected the Discord with fib trading, but look at that pump. What are we doing? Can't fill me at 25 and rip 100 points? We're gonna rip 100 points off of my bid? Great. Looks like this IB bid here would have been the one. VWAP incoming. Sergey, he lurks in all the chats, and he just spams all the streamers with fib knowledge. So you can, I mean, he just hits you with the fib knowledge at any point. He's in like Joss's chat hitting him with fib levels. I took a trade that he ended up showing me worked out on the fib. Yeah, 31K. I'd just like to throw it out there. We did call the bounce on the daily. 200 SMA up to 31K. Not sure I have enough margin to be able to handle all that in my personal, but I think that could be funny. The longest long. Look at this thing. Yeah, EMA's lower, SMA's a little higher. This thing's nuts. Well, remember when we were like, oh, is this a range? No. Not a range. Yo, Sweaty, you must be feeling good right now. Huh? VWAP chop. Do we get to VWAP on NQ, or are we still... Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, we did. Straight into VWAP. What are we doing? Without me. It did the thing. Reclaimed initial balance low and pulled into VWAP. We're so balanced right now. Oh my. Incredibly balanced. $700 potential bid. Bit aggro, especially getting slapped off of VWAP. Let's get aggressive. Let's get aggressive. Why not? Why not? Now that we missed the entire move, let's FOMO into it and get stopped for 250. Big brain. Now that we missed the whole thing, bidding it, let's bid it at the top and lose $250. Times 5, too. No, we're in evals. We're in the trailing drawdown legacy 50k evals, so I'm fine to take a stab at it. And if I'm not even going to put a stop on here, if we catch legs, I'm just going to trail my drawdown by like 250 bucks. Looking at the 1 minute candle closes as well. If we don't even bid 700, I'm going to lose my mind though. If we can't even bid 705Z 50% of IB, yeah. If we don't bid 700, I will lose my mind. I will go insane. Gonna find Fred. Write him hand deliver him a strongly worded letter. We're gonna come down to 700, absolutely slap off of VWAP, aren't we? No shot. $77,775 is the 0.618 fib from that leg down. So 0.618 fib sitting up here. It ran into VWAP on NQ. We're on MNQ, so it's a little less relevant. Sitting above 700 at the 50% of initial balance off after we reclaimed it. Interesting. Delta's just kind of been slow grinding down while price has been pumping higher. Interesting. Maybe we do an inverse sweaty. We get short here, and we short it all the way back down. 782 overnight value area low. 700 aligning with the -2 standard deviation. I don't like that we're down here in the last minute of this candle. Would have want a wick down, close back towards VWAP on the NQ, but we'll see it through. Yeah. We'll see it through. We'll see what happens here. Delta just rolling, which is quite interesting. We got 5 seconds left on this candle. ATR still sitting at 53. Come down, tap 700, and then just rip. Do the thing. And then we'll just trail our stop. Or don't. Or just run into VWAP again here. Logic, appreciate that. Sweaty. Oh yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah, you're big chilling, my man. You are big chilling. Delta continuing to fall off a cliff. It's a bit spooky. Sellers stepping up at VWAP. Delta kind of plummeting. I actually might pull this. Not that we're getting filled anyway. Delta is the difference in buyers and sellers coming in on market. So marketing in on the bid and the ask. Cumulative being the sum of that. Buying and selling across the day. Affecting it. So essentially these big flashy lights in the middle of the screen on the time and sales, this is directly representing what is changing Delta. Okay, a little pop above VWAP. Well, I just made back what you lost this morning, 740. Well, that's good. Tapped the +2. Now do we come down to the -2? A little scary. Although you expect some type of consolidation on a run like this back into VWAP, right? Quick little break lower and continuation. Kind of waterfall from 780s. Very well could. Break above VWAP and continuing lower would be quite interesting. Okay, getting some sellers. Actually, lots of, I don't know. Not a crazy amount of sellers. There we go. There's some selling. But we did get that 94 and that 31. Oh, this feels kind of sketchy. Who thinks we pump after FOMC? I think we go up or down. 53.30? Sergey. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, just, okay, getting slapped. Take a look at the Fed Watch tool. It's super, I mean, we're just in an interesting spot here. Like, trying to predict what FOMC is going to do is like, you know, who knows? Especially with the information we have. Markets have been pricing everything in for months. You know, it's like trying to understand, like, it is so, there's so many things at play right now. Takes a brain much bigger than mine to understand what's going to happen after FOMC. I'll tell you that. Getting slapped. Pretty violently, too. Is the insider info out? Probably. I mean, people know, right? Alright, well, this isn't very fun. Very rude, actually. Kind of predictable. Chase the move all the way up. Take a hit at the top. We like that. Flip this thing green. Nope. Alright, didn't break the previous low on the 22 tick range. That's at least a nice sign. Yeah, there we go. Flipping to green. Headed north. Want to see it stay that way. Nope, getting smacked. Sellers coming in. Delta kind of falling still. Buyers for in the last like 5 minutes have kind of given up. Starting to step in there. Okay. Sellers still just driving Delta lower, commanding this thing. Not quite what we would have liked. Like to see a green close on this candle would be sweet. We are in the first minute of this candle, so 2 minutes now. We have some time here. Strong close up by like 25 would be huge. Would love that. 22 range chart looks healthy. Don't want to see a break of 85. Certainly don't want to see it come back down. I mean, that would basically right above our stop, so. Want to see how we defend 85. Doing it now. Losing the fight at 85. It's trying. Yeah, it looks like we're going to break below 85. I think that's GG's for us. Yep. There's a break at 85. Not looking so hot. This thing can't make up its mind. There we go. There's the tiny loss, 250 bucks. There's the FOMO long. Quite aggressive. Down 300, now you're only at minus 33 for the day? Yeah. Way to recognize that too and step away. It's good. Probably feels much better, I would agree with that. FOMC here in 30 minutes. $30 minutes to go. All right. Yeah, this thing's dumping. Coming back down to earth. Delta just like... I mean, look at Delta. Delta didn't want anything to do with this move. A lot of sellers coming in. I mean, I could see a rotation back down, kind of into this range, back towards IB. Totally on the table. Whoa. Pretty healthy selling, too. Like, I mean, look at Delta. Happy to be done for the day, up 500 bucks and done for the day on the Tradeify funded account. Just hanging out, trading evals into the into FOMC. We'll hang out for a little bit. We'll see the reaction to FOMC. You guys can hang out. We'll do all that good stuff, and then yeah, we'll get going. Ryan, I hate you. I hate you. What's funny about that is, if I had taken it in at my normal size, I would have gotten the 50 points out of it. It would have worked. So we can recap it. It's not this. What did we bid? It was here. It was no. Where was it? Was it here? No. It was long initial balance, yeah? Where was it? Was it this? I think it was this. No? I'm actually not sure. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see. Gentlemen and ladies, 89 likes. It's pathetic. What are we doing? 89 likes. That's pathetic. Like goal was $200 or $200. Jeez, was 200 likes for the giveaway today. 89 likes. What are we doing? What is that? What is that? 89 likes. Sitting out daily profit goal hit. Hey, GG's, T Bueno. What accounts are you trading? Do you have a consistency rule on them, or? Stroll over to the like desk and hit the like button. Agreed. Agreed. Listen to T Bueno. That's a man that knows what he wants. Is this the bounce? I wonder. I mean, Delta's picking up, but Seller's still, you know, kind of running the show. There's a cheap short in here. Off of 700 again. I like 95. Definitely a cheap short there. The +2. Reminder, 30 minutes until FOMC. 30 minutes until FOMC. Double check whatever firm you're trading with. Make sure you understand the firm's rules when it comes to trading news. Make sure you understand what can happen to your account if you're sitting in a trade in and around FOMC. It's definitely going to get quite volatile starting at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central. And then that will carry over into the press conference at 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central. So be warned. Be warned. This guy could wreck you. This guy you're going to see shortly. He could wreck you. So if you're green for the day, maybe lock out. If you're red on the day and you don't want to spiral farther into oblivion, look out. Oftentimes not worth it. Agreed. It's like winning the lottery. What guy? Yeah, Kevin Warsh. That guy. Yeah, that guy. Fed Chairman Kevin Warsh, Powell's replacement. Let's take a look at one more time before we get into it here. Let's take a look at the Fed Watch tool. We took a look at it earlier. Interesting stuff on there. Whoa. Fed Watch tool, looking at the implied odds at a rate cut or a rate, or not even a cut, there really is no odds at a cut, a rate hold or a rate hike in 30 minutes here. 31% chance at a rate hike. So call a 100-point ripper. Blew the account, trying to get the last 200. Moral of the story, take your W and get the hell off the charts. Yeah. Thought that was Toto. He does look... Here, let me get him back. He does kind of look like Toto Wolff. Huh. Huh. I see that now. I see that now. It's how slow he moves on screen. I think that's why it's kind of creepy. My macros, he looks like... No, he does look like Toto Wolff. Wow. Implied cuts for September, or implied hikes for September? Very, very much so. Expecting a rate hike in September. Any recommendations for an on-screen recording app? OBS. OBS. Super simple. We're dumping, huh? What's Delta doing? Delta still... Whatever. Just kind of blah. All right. Any oh, just answered that. Back into the top of this this range here. 27,650. I mean, look at the selling. Delta selling, like... Think it's going to take off like a rocket ship? I mean, it'd be quite the squeeze with all this selling coming in. Delta just constantly rolling over. All day. Big Delta divergence. Well, sort of a recently starting to get some Delta divergence. Loaded the boat with calls. Good luck. Good luck, Daniel. Very good luck. I wish you the best. Are they out of the money? And are they 0 DTE out of the money? Because that's truly some wild behavior. Up, up, and away. Out of the money, 0 DTE calls would be wild. That Delta's kink, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you pay for some time here, or are we talking 0 DTE? What are we... What are we looking at? Oh, they are. Wild. Wild. Love that. Well, good luck to you, sir. That is, Yeah, how far out of the money are we talking? Is this Father's alt? Is this Father's alt account in chat? Is this Father? Oh, man. Daniel, if you're not in the Discord, towards the end of the day, well, if you are in the Discord, towards the end of day in trading chat, please, please, for the love of God, ping me in trading chat. Does not know who Father is. He's in the Discord. He does, he trades a very, you're new here? well, if you're new here, free Discord. Tons of us sitting in here. Streams rotating 17 hours a day. So check those out. tbm.gg/Liam for any information on the props we trade. You get your best discount on any of those prop sites using code TBM. But if you're not in the Discord, hop in the Discord. It's also linked down at the bottom of the header, tbm.gg/Discord. Hop in there. I want to see how that plays out. So ping me in the Discord in trading chat if you feel like hopping in there. I'm so curious. If you have any questions about the props we're trading, you want to get the best discount on any of those props, like I said, tbm.gg/Liam. A little bit about me. You can find the streamer rotation, information about some of the other guys and lady, and yeah, all good stuff. Joining after the FOMC release. Yeah, listen, if those expire in the money and you make a boatload of cash, hop in trading chat and show me. Show off. Bradley, what's up? What's up? Don't worry, I hit the like. Busy day. Popping in. Just in time for FOMC. 20 minutes here. 20 minutes here, and we will see. Gotta get the live decision pulled up. Gotta get all that stuff ready here in a couple minutes. Might surprise you guys with a little bit of degeneracy. Might take one eval. Might play the lottery with like one eval. We shall see. Might play the lottery with one eval here on the release of FOMC news. Still debating. Ryan, I'm gonna hang out until 1:30 Eastern, or 1:30, not Eastern, 1:30 Central, 2:30 Eastern. So I'm gonna go right before the press conference, but I'm gonna be around through the decision and that initial news break. So I'll be here for a little, like 30 minutes longer than usual. Use the Apex Legacies, 10 contracts, all you need is 15.5 points. Oh, God. Degen Liam, what a treat. When is the giveaway? Giveaway? Everyone's saying do it, do it. Yeah, see, what did you guys say earlier? OTM, other people's, or OPM, other people's money. Classic OPM, OPM right here, other people's money. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. Maybe we just send one for the lulz, see what happens. Other people's money. Yeah, maybe we just send one. Your idea, homie, just giving you an outlet. I mean, I brought it up for a reason, right? Maybe I want to try it. Jay calling me out, but it's okay. We'll see. We'll see here. With a structured plan. Exactly. Exactly. No, I've been thinking about it. When is the giveaway? Well, don't use OPM for for OTM 0 DTE during FOMC. Wow. Using margin for 0 DTE out of the money call options during FOMC. Wow. Wow. We're like breaking through. We're breaking through here. I'm transcending. OPM for 0 or OPM for OTM 0 DTE FOMC calls. Phew. Phew. That's a tongue twister. I think I might get that tattooed on my thigh. Okay, I've been trying to answer it. I just keep reading chat. Where's the giveaway? Well, we were looking for 200 likes, and chat's been quite pathetic today. Quite pathetic in terms of the like goal. I don't know. Do we even break 100? We need 200 likes to run a giveaway. You only got 45 minutes here left with me, so not looking too hot on the giveaway. 110? Okay. We get a good chunk of people coming in for FOMC, maybe. Maybe. If you're new here, tbm.gg/discord. Hop in the Discord, hang out with us. Ton of us in there at all times. And normally, I would be wrapping the stream up at 2 o'clock. But today, we'll be going a little longer. Gave me a like, appreciate that. tbm.gg/Liam for all the information on the prop accounts we're trading. Code TBM gets you the best discount on any of those prop firms. So, drop a like. If we hit the like goal, we do giveaways. You got 6 streams. Stream 17 hours a day on the channel. You can also check out the website in the description for the schedule. But giveaways as long as we're reaching those like goals. So, fun stuff. FOMC today. Matt's had guests on. Tradeify CEO Brett was on last week. I won a giveaway during that. We traded that funded account today. We're up $500 on the day. On a free Tradeify Lightning funded account, we won during Matt's stream with the CEO of Tradeify on. Trader Kane was on last Friday or 2 Friday? Yeah, last Friday. Fun guests, fun stuff. So, a lot of exciting stuff on the channel. How we getting on? Still full porting the funded? Dude, it's haunting me. It's haunting me. The accidental full port, the accidental 25 micro full port this morning. Not a full port, but no, we're off the funded. We're down 250 on a classic FOMO trade here on the legacy accounts. Thinking about taking a couple of these legacy accounts and full sending them on the news. The people want it, but the people want madness. It's like we're sitting in the Coliseum. They want madness. They want to see it happen. They want Degen Liam, but he doesn't come out too much. Just do it, bruh. We'll see. We'll see. 10 minutes here. Let me, Are you not entertained? Exactly. Exactly. Give me a second here. I'm gonna get the news. What is the best way to get the decision? Is it on like the Fed Watch? Liamus Maximus. We've been hanging out. A couple people in chat are ripping out of the money call options. 0 DTE. We're getting on here. 5-minute bear flag or just indecision pre-news. Yeah, I mean, we're so close to news. We're 10 minutes out. Let's look. Federal Reserve. FOMC, so we'll get the release in 10 minutes here, and then we will get 30 minutes following that. You'll get a press conference from this gentleman who's about to appear on screen, and he will give you a 30-minute-ish press conference talking about the decision. Okay, so we're looking for the July. Let's get financial juice pulled up. That's wild. That's a wild chat. Google. Let's go to financial juice. Let's get that pulled up. Let's get the Fed pulled up here. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, while we get everything. Everything's situated here. Okay. Should be good to go. Let me... Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Speaking of, I'm actually going to go back to the top of the playlist because we're about to finish it. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to throw this up on screen, and we will, maybe I'll get these accounts ready for something special here at FOMC. All right. This is bigger than the World Cup. I kind of agree. Okay. You do some quick math, boys. Okay. All right. We are locked in and prepared for a fun little ride here. Word of caution, if anybody is in a trade, FOMC 8 minutes. Expect volatility starting in 8 minutes here, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, for the foreseeable hour and a half. It can get weird, so be prepared for that. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. We're gonna hear from this guy very shortly. I will get you the news as soon as we see it coming in. I got Financial Juice pulled up. And I have the FOMC site as well. So as soon as we get that PDF uploaded, I will get that for you guys. So, 7 minutes. Anybody else excited? I kind of live for this. I miss Jay Powell, but I'm excited for this. For Mr. Warsh's decision here. Anybody got any bets out there on like Polymarket or Kalshi? Oh yeah, the tie color always sitting there. All right, expect a little bit of volatility to come in here as we approach the 5 minute mark. Getting close. Yes, Jamie, it did do the thing. Full porting long, does that count? We shall see. Wall Street bet vibes in the chat. Yep. 744. Get it? For sure, Wall Street bets. All right, so the close of this candle is the news. Forecast 3.75 at the high end, so 325 to 375. Delta falling off again, still. Sells coming in. A lot of sells coming in here. Daniel, I will not be around at 2:30 Eastern. I will be hopping off kind of around then, but we'll be seeing what goes on. I'll be pushing you guys over to the video on the main channel in a little bit, but I did want to make sure we get the initial reaction and we talk about FOMC. All right, volatility picking up. It's getting spicy. It's getting spicy. Delta plummeting. Couple minutes here. Guys, if you haven't already, like the stream for a FOMC reaction. Jay, we're gonna do it on the fly, I think. I cannot copy trade with bracket orders. We're gonna send the legacy accounts here. We're gonna do something fun here. Are you not entertained? Reminder. Do not take trades during FOMC. It's a highly volatile, highly volatile couple minutes. You will lose your money. Do not trade during FOMC. If you see me trade during FOMC, it's because I'm an idiot. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just a reminder. Please. Please. Protect yourselves. Protect your accounts. Do not trade FOMC. Most props don't even allow you to trade FOMC anyway, so don't do it. Do not do it, chat. That being said, Bradley. Bradley. No, it does not, Sergey. Actually, I don't know. I would double check that. You can double check it in the FAQs. But 3 minutes here. Yes, when in doubt, go to the website, check out the FAQs. Exactly. Sit on your hands, gentlemen. Nothing good comes out of this. 2 minutes. 2 minutes till FOMC. 2 minutes. Starting to see a lot of sell orders come in here. 2 minutes, gentlemen. Got out of a meeting right in time to join y'all for this FOMC move. Well, welcome, welcome. We got a minute 15 seconds. Reminder, FOMC is highly volatile. Pull your trades. Take your trades off. Don't get wrecked. Don't get wrecked. You will get wrecked if you try to trade this. Yeah, now that he's here, we're going to wrap the stream up. All right, 1 minute, gentlemen. You will get wrecked. Do not trade FOMC. I'm going to keep saying it. If you see me trade it, it's because I'm an idiot. Don't do it. Yes, smash the exit and cancel all button. Get out while you still can, gentlemen. FOMC is gambling. $15 seconds. It's doing the thing. It's crazy amount of buy orders came in here at the open. Quite volatile. Whoever has those calls, that's interesting. What are we looking at? Held rates. Did not hike rates. Held rates. Rates have been held. 3.75, the top end of those rates. The 3.25 to 3.75 range, with the overnight rate sitting at 3.5. Held it from the previous rate. All right. We did a thing. We did the thing. We did the thing. We did the thing. Look at Delta. Lots of buy orders coming in. Lots of buy orders coming in. Yes, this thing can go either direction. Do not listen to texts. Do not count your chickens. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away from this thing. Do not do what I just did. Oh yeah, 740. You were holding the long into that. Absolutely no wick to the downside, just pumping. GG's, man. Delta, huge. Lots of buy coming in. All right. Wow. All right. Rates have been held. Rates have been held. Shout out this guy. Keep in mind, volatility will not get any better. Expect this thing. This thing could do anything. Expect heightened volatility. We have 30 minutes, and then there will be a press conference. There will be volatility then too. Yeah, it is quite literally a coin flip. What you just saw me do, coin flip. Oh my god, Sweaty, are you still long? Did you get the 400 pointer? Stop. Sweaty? 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 Oh, where's it at? Trading chat or spec trades? Sweaty, my boy. Sweaty, you're a demon. Sweaty, you're an animal. You're a nut. What was the P&L on this? Because I think it's only showing a couple of the minis. Oh, Sweaty. Sweaty, how long have you been hunting that 400 pointer? Yo, GG's to Sweaty. GG's. I need to see everyone type in GG's. GG's to Sweaty. Caught 400 points on the day. Wow. What a trade, man. Drinks on... Yeah, drinks on you. GG's, man. Held it in. You got the right FOMC bounce. You held it from the lows. Months, bro. Yeah, that's nuts. What was your total P&L? Ryan. Crazy to paper hand the 500-point trade and cut it at 400. Oh, don't do him like that. So what's the next goal, Sweaty? What are we looking for? 500 points now? GG's, man. Is it actually 396 points? Because that is brutal if it's only 396. Is it 396? Sweaty. No, that's a 400-point trade. That's a 400-point trade in anyone's book. That is maybe the most beautiful artwork I have seen in the... See, and I see the Tradeify fibs, too. I see the Tradeify fibs. Look at that. Slippage. Okay, GG's. I see the Tradeify fibs, too, right? Like, come on. Nasty work. Nasty work, my boy. GG's. That is exciting stuff, man. 400 points. If you guys aren't in the Discord, Sweaty's been chasing a 400-point trade for months. He's posted like a 320-pointer. He's posted a bunch of trades. He's been chasing this for quite a while, so hop in the Discord if you're not already. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Wow. GG's, man. Well done. Excellent trade. Excellent trade. All right, let's see. How did we do? Give me one sec here. I don't want to leak anything here. Let me get this all pulled up. Yeah, Sweaty. You want to, like, DoorDash me drinks or what? All right, boys. We slightly misjudged. We slightly misjudged it. It's okay. It's okay. We are up 2802.20 on all of the accounts. We're sitting at 2,800 in profit on all the accounts. So, those 5 Apex legacies are 120 bucks away from passing. What the heck? 120 bucks away from passing on that. So that is 4 contracts at 770 profit a piece, 40 points. So, we got lucky. We got very lucky. $2,800 a pop almost. So we are now $200 away from passing those legacy accounts. Buy and close, I reckon. Hey, you know, who was it in chat earlier talking about the out of the money 0 DTE call options? Are we all right? How are we feeling with that? That's pretty gnarly. Sweaty, I can't get over that trade, Sweaty. That's a beauty. That is a beauty. Want to say that's the first time you haven't lost money during FOMC? So usually what happens during FOMC is you get this wick up, wick down kind of action, right? It goes both ways. This just went up. 740, where were you? That squeeze. I mean, basically we squeezed Delta. 740. Yeah, you weren't even sweating holding it. Huh, get it? No pun intended. Well, pun intended. Still, I like it. Could def still happen when the presser starts? Yeah, I mean, you don't know what the presser is, right? Dude could come out during the presser and say, hey, I didn't raise rates this time, but we're raising them in September because markets expect it, right? And then back down to earth, you know? Yeah, I agree. Don't change rates with a hawkish tone, preempting September's hike. You know, do Trump a favor, don't hike the rates, but it's going to have to happen at some point kind of look, maybe. Who knows? I do not think it is going to be a dovish presser. That is for sure. Yeah, exactly. No hike, but you get to be honest. Yeah. That might be the right play. Who knows? Fun stuff. Well, GG's to everybody who hung out and traded it with us. That was cool. That was certainly cool. I enjoyed that. To everyone who told me to degen it, appreciate you. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Although Sweaty kind of one-upped me a little bit with the 400 points. So, that being said, fun stuff. This thing's just going up and to the right so far. A little wild. Down is going down, though. Down is going down, though. Yep. True. Up is going up, though. Oh, Dow. I was like, what? Yeah, that makes sense with risk on assets kind of ripping here, like money flowing back into AI, into the tech sector. I'm curious if ES is doing as well as... Oh, ES is pumping as well. No, not as much. NQ. So you're seeing money flow into like risk on tech stuff, right? So you can expect the Dow to kind of fall Grandpa's favorite investment strategy. Yeah, T Bueno. Appreciate you hanging out. Liamus Maximus. Father of a past legacy account. Brother to a bunch of degenerates who want him to risk his money, but never theirs. That's poetic. Rate hike September odds went up to 77%. Are you using the Fed watch tool? Yeah. It was already like 80%, but it was including two different hikes, either a 1 basis point or 2 basis point hike. Or I guess 25 or 50 basis point hike. Yeah, man, that's poetic. That's quite poetic. Liamus Maximus. That's beautiful. I get the reference. I get the reference. Are you not entertained? You know what the best part is? Father of 5 past legacy accounts. So, hey. That could have gone sideways. Very much so. Could have gone sideways. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at this number right here. Big, 4 contracts per, copied 5. Austin, there's really nothing special back there. Nothing special. Fenders. Nothing crazy. I do have some fun analog synths. I have a Moog Subsequent. I have a Juno full key Juno. For Juno X. I don't know. Bunch of cool synths and stuff, which I can actually just, you know, plop right into my audio interface, and I can just start ripping them if I'd wanted. Mitch, I had a work meeting. Missed the news. Well, FOMC pumped. Sweaty hit his 400-point trade. And I YOLO'd 5 legacy accounts. They passed. And a bit of a gladiator moment for chat. And let's see. 740 was long from quite a ways away as well, and just held it. And Sergey? What's your opinion on Suno? AI is going to destroy art, and I hate it. Granted, great creative tool, and if you use it, you use it. But AI is scary when it comes to art and music, and you know. But it can be a fun tool to use, that's for sure. 400 points for the GOAT. Teach me, sensei. Yeah, right. Fibs, man. The sweaty tech played for 400 points today. The fib caught the lows. Yeah, Austin, what stinks is you can't play anything copyright related because of copyright reasons. So like I could just jam on the synth, but like, you know, Bradley, don't like Suno, I'd rather just mix it all myself because I know what I want versus trying to tell it what to do. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, also as somebody who plays, like, I play piano, I play guitar, bass, drums, trumpet, that's random. Somebody who plays like, a dozen instruments. I can rip the Broken Window Serenade harmonica part. And somebody who can rip a bunch of different instruments. Suno scares me. I like making music. I like playing music. I like being creative. It's, it's like a musical process. It's a fun time. Asking Suno to just like do something for you or create a mix or whatever. Also on the production end, like, yeah, the Whiskey Meyer song, yeah. When I'm in my bag, I'll whip out the harmonica at the bar sometimes. This is a little joke. I've done it before. Hit the touch tunes, get broken window serenade ripping and then pull the harmonic out. No trade during this? Dilly, we YOLO'd 5 legacy Apex accounts and passed them. Sweaty caught a 400 pointer off of... Sweaty was long from 27 434. Sweaty got long here. Sweaty got long here. And yeah, took it. Got out here. Sweaty hit maybe the banger of the year. Yeah, and we had a little bit of fun. Did anybody get wrecked? Did anybody get wrecked, or were we all smart? Did we all sit on our hands and just watch and have a little bit of fun? Or did anybody just absolutely ruin their week trying to trade that? I'm curious. I'm curious. No, really? Austin, I'm glad you sat on your hands. First day with the 5 new PAs, hit the drawdown limit, feeling defeated. Yeah, Root. Yeah, Sweaty needs to walk away from the charts and, like, go buy something cool. I don't know. Go buy new shoes. Stayed put. Good. Dan, sorry to hear it, man. Yeah, FOMC can wreck you. FOMC can hurt. The week was already ruined. Oh, that's not good. It's only Wednesday. Past 2 weeks trading has been a cakewalk, I feel. Maybe you're just improving. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you from previous experience, there's been times where it's like, I'm 2 weeks in and it's only been green, or I'm 3 weeks in and it's green, green, green. When that red day does come, recognize the fact that it's all right, and don't try to keep the streak alive. Just accept the fact that red days happen sometimes. Frosty, I'm gonna hang out for like 15 more minutes, and then we will I'm gonna hop off here, and then yeah, I'm gonna push you guys over to Matt's new video in a little bit. New video on the main channel, super cool stuff. If you guys have not already, like goal was 200 a day for the giveaway. It's your last chance. I don't think we're anywhere close here, but it's your last chance. It's your last chance to get to 200. Man, I want to run some of these giveaways. Discord is popping right now. Yeah. Yeah, Discord is tweaking. True that. I mean, to be fair, Sweaty just did one of the more impressive things I've ever seen, so. Yeah, if you guys are not in the Discord, if you want to check out Sweaty's trade, post your own trades, you want to show off, you want to post your trades in spec trade and have one of the guys or one of us during stream take a look at your trade, hop in the Discord. It's down at the bottom of the screen, discord.gg/tbm.gg/discord. It's also in the description, so say what's up in there. If you've taken payouts, grab your badge, hang out, show off, close the gap. Nice. Yeah, that's crazy. Coming back down. If you guys are new and you are curious what props we are trading, you want the best deal on any of the props, the best discount, code TBM, toss it in chat, tbm.gg/Liam. If you have any questions about me, you want to check out the streamer schedule. It's linked in chat there for you. You want to check out the streamer schedule, see who's on next, when people stream, how we trade, what props we're trading. You want to hear, you want a little take on the props. Code TBM. Make sure you're using that. Fun stuff. Fun day. We are up $500 on the Tradeify funded account. Took that trade earlier this morning. And we we did that. So appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll be here for another 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go ahead and push you over to Matt's main channel video. Gave it a watch earlier. Super cool video. If you're curious how he transitioned into trading full-time, if you've ever considered what it would take to move over to trading full-time, super honest take, just to sit down on the couch talking about, you know, how he moved over to full-time. Really cool stuff. Talks about, you know, getting support from the people around him, and what that all looked like. So, I will be linking that video in chat. Do me a favor. If you guys are going to give that a watch, head over there. Tossing that in chat. Head over there. Check that out. Missed out on the FOMC trade. How was it? Was it hilarious? Chat was entertained. Chat was entertained. Yeah, protect your bags, guys. More volatility at 2:30. More volatility coming in at 2:30 when the press conference starts. Basically for the rest of the day. If you guys don't want to nuke your accounts, I suggest locking out. You know, already given back some of this move, so sit on your hands, lock outs, watch from the side. Press conference starts. Yeah, most of the pumps faded, exactly. So press conference starts here in 8 minutes. Volatility will pick back up. Like I've said a million times, do not trade this thing. Stay away from it. Protect yourself, protect your accounts. Anything you see us do, don't do it. We're stupid. If you want to hang out in Discord, hang out in Discord. Do something. Otherwise, go outside. Step away from the charts. Go to the gym. I don't know. But FOMC day, interesting. A ton of earnings for the rest of the week, so that should be interesting. Yeah. And then I think next week we'll get the dot plot getting released, explaining, you know, where everyone is in terms of cut versus hike, how all the governing members voted, which should be cool. Appreciate you hanging out. It's been fun staying on a little late on these last couple streams. Good day today. Closed green on those legacy accounts. Closed green on the Tradeify account. So quite happy with it. But very important to be smart and be patient for the rest of the day. Listen to Matt. Listen to the slogan. Protect the bags. Protect the bags. Alrighty, gentlemen. I am gonna go ahead and hop off here. One last reminder. New video on the main channel. Dropping it in chat. Head over there. Take a watch. Really good stuff. Really, really good watch. If you're at all interested or have had any aspirations to become a full-time trader, and you want to know exactly what that looks like, you can get Matt's full detailed account. Candid video, just sitting down talking about it. So make sure you hop over there. And yeah, appreciate you guys. Mitch, thanks for hanging out. Austin, appreciate you popping in. No stop limit, no SL. GG's. Ajay, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being here all day. It's always awesome seeing you guys in chat all day. Having some regulars to yap with. Hope you guys traded well. Protect the accounts. Appreciate you guys. As always, be smart, be patient, and I will catch you